Welcome back, people. I hope you all enjoyed the new intro. Let me know what you think. Today's video will be about fitness martial arts training. So it will be a few exercises that you can use to become stronger in terms of your martial arts training. I think learning martial arts is very important, whether it is for kids or adults. I think if you do learn any kind of martial arts, you do become a bit more peaceful. If you're a good martial artist, you will never fight. You will rather sort of run away if you have to, if it's just for your own sake. Of course, if you have to protect someone else, that's a different story. But first thing that I think is the most important, and that's your arms. Yeah, you have to have some kind of, I'm not saying become Arnold Schwarzenegger, because there is no flexibility. You have to be flexible and you have to be fast. So if you, whatever kind of martial arts you're doing, you might be, you might need to be able to punch, you might be able to deflect, you might be able to. So for this, I think the most versatile thing, even if you don't go to the gym, would be push-ups. So start with about 10 push-ups and 5 sets. Then you can gradually increase. You can also increase into doing your push-ups on your knuckles. That will sort of strengthen the density of your bone. So if you have to, if you have to sort of, unfortunately, hopefully none of you do, but if you do have to get in a situation where you have to punch someone, the last thing that you want is your fingers to break because you hit the jaw and you haven't had the sort of strong bones enough for that. In my opinion, I don't really believe in punching. If I would have to do that, it would be with open hand because that's much safer. And the next level to that would be push-ups where you sort of come up and clap. So as I said, if you're a good martial artist, you will not fight. So really, if you can run away, do run away. So I think running should be a good part of any martial arts training. First of all, it gets your cardio up, it gets you fitter, because the last bit that you want is to get into trouble and run out of your breath. So keep your cardio up, do running, it could be rowing, God, you could do some swimming as well, that can help. These are very good sort of things that you can do, riding a bike, so keep your cardio up. So doing some kind of leg work is also gonna be important. You might be in a martial arts that requires lots of kicking, so that means that you're gonna have to do loads of stretching and stuff like that, but then you really want that speed in your kick. You want to be able to kick hard, but also be flexible. So just doing heavy weights will not be that thing for you. So you might be doing some deadlifts and squats, but you will need to do, I would rather actually refer to just doing sort of one-legged squats or kind of more of your own weight thing. So if you're gonna be doing one-leg jump squats, that's gonna be a fantastic thing to do, and you're probably gonna be working on the muscles that you wouldn't normally work out if you're just doing heavy deadlifts or heavy squats. And of course, you're gonna have to work on your core. So your core is responsible for, literally, I think this is the most important part of everything. If your core is not strong, your lower back, your abs, nothing really works properly. You're not able to turn properly fast enough, you're not able to run properly. None of those things will work. So strengthening your core would be also a great thing. So starting with some basic plank would be really good sort of start for anyone, because what it does is it doesn't, so if you just do crunches, you can actually hurt your lower back. So I would really start with something that is really doable. So start with nice plank routine and do a few bits and pieces in there. Maybe you can be moving your hips from the side to side, which gets your obliques as well. And then just hold there for as many minutes as you can and repeat the sets. So I hope you enjoy this. Let me know what you think, subscribe to my channel, and I shall see you next week.